Right guys, after my crazy little bit, this crazy little car, what a season it's had, the Cup 200 car here in the hands of Matthew Booth and Ben Britton this season. It has been faultless, delivering us podium after podium after podium. This car has been brilliant. Plenty of silverware, and I can't fault the design, the technology, support with Atomic Racing and RLM, who delivered a stonking engine for us for a great season. What a season it was. Matthew Booth ending up with a P3 overall in the championships. Plenty of P3s, 2 P1s and a P2 for this particular car. And in the Burkett 6L, we used this, the works car here, along with Atomic Racing and RLM to deliver a P5 on the overall on the road. P4 overall on the road, only behind Slicks and Wings. You need Slicks and Wings to beat this car in the Burkett 6L, which was absolutely awesome. I think we did 139 laps after the scratch, which is absolutely mental. So yeah, I think we might be doing that one next year and entering it again and doing maybe a 2-car team next year. It'll be awesome to see us in the Burkett 6-hour race. So, but if you want to watch some of the Cup 200 Championship races, there are plenty of them online, and go into our YouTube channel and you can see the season right the way through, what we've done in this first season with the 750 Motor Club. And maybe last week's video, Lewis will pop the link up to see how their season finale got on. So yeah, this car now will get stripped down, bit of a winter refresh, some new bodywork because she's having a couple of war wounds, the old girl, during that season, and some upgrades to the latest Cup 200 specs because we've replaced some of the uprights to newer versions. And on the day we did silly little things. We had to do this, look, little LED light because it was getting so dark in the winter time here. We had to put one of them on, but yeah, it'll go through new bodywork, new front end, new rear end, wishbones, etc. Bit of a refresh, and see how she goes. But we probably might even make this road legal so that you as a customer can come down and experience a Cup 200. Right guys, let's talk about this R1 car that we've been cracking on with. I think we showed you last week. We've done finally the radiator and oil cooler upgrade on this particular one with a 50mm core radiator and a 25-volt oil cooler. Plenty of cooling for track now will be on this little R1 engine. That's been plumbed back in, both sides, etc. And then we was on with wiring. It was a bit of a tough one on this one because it was a bit of a spaghetti mess under there. So now we've done a nice loom, new switches in here, a simple loom in here. It's literally tidied up into 2 plugs, into a DD2 dash. That's all wired in now and cut in, and all the switch gear has been put in. A nice carbon dashboard, so we've got all the lights, the DD2 dash, all plumbed in, wired in, all the sensors done. And all the wiring's down here for it is all labelled up, so that if we do have any issues, or the customer has any issues later on, it'll make life easier for him, better than what was before. It's a bit horrendous under there. Then we got set about doing a tunnel top, but then we moved to the rear end because we're making a roll cage at the moment for this. Rear end fuel tank, that's got in. We had to make some brackets for that for the new style because it's a bigger fuel tank than the old one. The old one was a 20 litre job, which is here. So 20 litres, quite a bit smaller, as you can see from a side profile, quite a bit smaller than the new one we've put in, and the new pump setup will go in here, same as we use in a Cup car. Just have and we got the new mounting brackets for the fuel tank, which will go on top with a rod, so it's nice and secure in there, bolted down, done. A couple of brake lines had to go in because they were a bit sketchy, to say the least. New brakes going on, so cross-drilled and grooved discs on there because they were a bit worn out, and the calipers had all been chopped actually because the handbrake's going in. We've got to put a handbrake lever, which has gone in. Handbrake lever's gone in there to one side for the customer, make it a little bit easier, and then the handbrake, because they cut all of this part off actually, so you couldn't attach a cable and a caliper, which, let's see if we can show you here. So unfortunately, the bit that you need to attach the cable, they cut off the caliper, so that couldn't be reused unfortunately, or repurposed, and the old discs were, well, bit corroded and stuff, so the customer wanted them changed out. It's going to be quite track focused, this car. So next job then will be roll cage. Actually, that's just in powder coat now, so that will come back and we'll get that fabricated. This has all been mocked up, ready. Oh, and the other little thing we've done, because you have to change polarity on these LED bulbs have gone in and modernise it a bit more brighter, but the polarity of these working in bulbs, so you have to rewire some of the polarities on those as well. Josie's done a good job of getting on the wiring. So yeah, lots of little bobs in jobs that get done on this that you don't really see, that take time. wiring, always one of them. But the big job will be next, jumping on the cage, welding in the plates here and here, and getting that bolted on, scuttle back on, dashboard final fit. Centre panel is just the finished tidying up, and then we can drop her on the ground. And M&R.
No.
Right guys, it's M&R time now. So a little Vortex Mazda Turbo. You've probably been seeing this going on. Next job on this, a bit like the other car over there, was wiring. Quite a lot of it, to be honest with you, to be done. We've got all of these mounted up now, or Neil's done a good job wiring all of these in, all the switch gear, everything else has been done, so that we've got these a bit more plug and play, and again, more identifiable. And ignition key, so it won't be this dashboard. We've got to cut these switches in. We've just done this to prove the concept, put it in now, because this is one of our laser cut dashboards. We have all the switch gear in ready, so we can just plug and play and test it all. So we've got that on. We've got the DD2 wired in, which is a cool little instrument. That's all wired up and lights up, and then everything working in. So side lights, dip beam, you can see that probably shining through, but yeah, dip beam all working, high beam off and on, and yeah, hazard lights. You won't see them on the front because we haven't connected them up yet, but they are working on the rear. Horn, that all works. Indicators all working nicely, and the all-important fog light on the rear, which probably said it 100 times to you guys, I don't know, but making sure that when you take the side lights off and then put it back on again, that the fog light doesn't come back on. That's our IVA compliance basically. So yeah, that's a simple thing. So a lot of the wiring's been done. We've just got to now transport that cutting in to which we've got up here, because these have a one-piece scuttle and dash. So we shall cut all that in and drop that bad boy on. And the next job then is the wing stage, which the customers had a change of heart on. Doesn't want to go with the rounded ones, wants our flat top CSR ones. So we'll bolt on a new set of wing stays and change these particular style of wing stay, because they don't fit these out at the same time. So yeah, that's a good job, nice and neat and tidy. I like it when the wiring's sort of easily accessible and everything else. And if you ever want to take the dashboard off on this, it'd be great, because it's just 2 plugs and then you can take the whole lot off, which is what we designed on this, because it's a bit tricky when you haven't got a separate dashboard from a scuttle. So we sort of incorporated that into the loom. Awesome. So yeah, cracking along. Right guys, and looking into the workshop here, what do we have under the cover? We have a car that is going up for sale, and owner was sort of really umming and ahhing about this, but has finally come to the decision to sell it. And it is the ever popular Sky Blue, Golf Blue, whichever colour we want to call it, CBR 1000RR car. Ben, he has decided, yes, it's time to let this car is very, very clean. Really nice engine, CBR 1000R, makes good power, 190 plus horsepower. On paddle shift, it's got the cow horn paddle shift. It has got flat shifter on it. It's got DD2 in here, really nice. All carbon dashboard, carbon tunnel tops, carbon aero screens, CXRs, 888s. 3 years old this car. Been very, very nicely done. This was factory built a few years ago now. Carbon silencer. And we'll check out under the bonnet. It's got LED headlights, LED rear lights, nice cage on it. And we know it's quick, this car. It's really quick. Really nicely detailed on the bonnet as well. And it's got wheelwood brakes on the front, standard seals rear, carbon bulkhead panel, and nicely detailed. All the engine bays really nice and super clean, which is awesome. Got the billet pedal box in there and all of that, all the nice bits, orange seats, 4-point quick release harnesses. So it's got all the bells and whistles really. If you want a fast road stroke track day car, hook us up, phone call, email, come and see this car in the factory. But I've already got a couple of inquiries on this car before it's even gone to the marketplace. So yeah, want to get yourself into a CBR car, but I have got something else coming up. If you want car engine, let's go and see what that is. Moving on now, guys, as I said, from bike engine car to sale to car engine car for sale. We've literally just had this car, the RX5, arriving to us. Customer's had it a little while now and has loved it, really enjoys it. I think wants to even try and do an RX5, but maybe K20 build next or something like that, a bit more horsepower. But this is a beautiful road car, and he went from a Westfield into one of these. Absolutely loves the car, really enjoyed his time in it. It is a great little car. Now, if you want to know more about this car, if you don't know about it, there is a review. We did a test drive on this because this was our old demo car. So it's come back in, it is for sale. If you want to know more information about it, watch the video. And then 2, if you want to come down and see it here at the factory, it will be here, ready to view and inspect, and weather permitting, a nice little test drive. Great little car, 140 horsepower Mazda engine. It was a firm favourite here. We loved this little car. It went around track, it done road runs, it fits and ticks so many boxes. Bit of comfort in it, padded seats, padded tunnel tops, standard gauges in here for the instrument, tidy little engine, big brakes on the front, standard on the rear. It's, you know, ticks so many boxes. If you want more information about this car, or the CBR, or the MEV that's still got over there for sale with a supercharger in it, and hook us up, phone call, email, or come and see us at the factory here and we'll hook you up. Right, that's it for another super busy workshop week here, guys, with cars for sale, chassis production still continuing. Got kits being collected every single week now, right the way up till Christmas. So looking forward to that. If you want to get yourself in the queue, you know what to do. Phone call, email. We can do it all for you here, or come and see us at the factory. Remember, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you next week.